Hello YouTubers, quick video on garage door insulation. So in my garage all the walls are 2x6s with fiberglass insulation in it. So we are looking at R20 insulation value. The door itself, those are new door, as you can see underneath. And I selected the ones with the highest value, and I think it was R12. So as you understand, the door was the point of heat loss since R12 versus R20 everywhere else. So I've done this a couple of years ago and it seems to be working quite nice. So I used 1-inch polyiso insulation, and I can show you here. This is the white stuff, and I will explain in a second why that piece is exposed. So in order to attach it, I just used the foil tape, and it was enough to attach the insulation and go over the original door panel. So when I cut out the pieces of the insulation, before I even attached them, I went all the way around the perimeter with the foil tape and taped it to protect from moisture, from any debris getting in, and it looks much nicer when you don't have that styrofoam exposed. And after that, you can probably see over here, so you can see I used another layer. So a piece went over here and it went inside in between two panels, so attached to the bottom panel, and this one was attached to the top one. In order to get in between, you will need to take your hinges off. I did not disassemble the door entirely, so I would take this hinge off, like entire row of hinges. Try to lift it just an inch, so the motor will pull it. I will get a gap. I will tape it and attach it back, so we don't need to deal with the spring or cables. So it's not too hard to do. The biggest time consuming part is to cut around the hinges and tape it. So basically make sure that you give enough room for the maintenance. The benefit, obviously, 1-inch thick is R10 for the polyiso. Also, what I've done, I didn't cut this straight, I cut it on an angle, so when they open they have room. Not 100% sure if it was required for 1 inch, but if you want to go thicker, like 1.5 inches or 2, you would definitely need to cut it, because when you lift it, when it goes up, this gap closes, so you need that gap. The benefit, the biggest benefit, not just you save energy because you increase the R value almost in twice, the condensation. In this garage, it's heated garage, and I keep around 10 degrees through the winter, and with the 10 degrees inside, the doors were always soaked with water because of the condensation. So now when we have this insulation applied, the only pieces that get wet are those like around the hinges themselves. Everything else stays completely dry, what is huge, because when the condensation, you get a condensation on the door, it goes down, it creates a puddle, it freezes, and ice builds up. Right now I don't have that issue, so you probably won't save hundreds of dollars on energy saving, on a heat saving, but it's so big difference in terms of the condensation and ice buildup on the bottom of the door. So another benefit that I discovered just yesterday, and that's why I decided to take this video. One of our family member was backing up the car and didn't open the door fully. So when our van hit the door, it hit the styrofoam first. We got that piece broke off, and then the seal was pulled out, but that's pretty much it. And if there is no styrofoam, that door would be bent for sure, and probably more damage to the vehicle. So at least two benefits: energy saving, and also some extra layer of protection in terms and in case somebody hits the door. So since we talk about the door, let's talk about the man door. Similar scenario. I believe those doors were R12 or R10. I think R12. This is fiberglass. So again, weak spot. What I've done, I added another frame, that red frame, just made out of 2x4s, and then I bought a cheap used door and made another panel. So now at the end of the day, you have R12, then you have air gap R1, so R13, and you get the older door, steel door, probably R10. So we're still around R20 value when we close both of the doors. What brings us to basically to the value of the wall. So hope you like this video and it gives you a little bit more confidence what to do with your garage door. Please like and subscribe. Be solar and have a sunny day.